Hey guys, I want to give y'all a quick update right quick. I know I said here was a week ago that we'd be headed back to the woods. We're never on time. So anytime I give y'all a timeline, just take it as a grain of salt. Anyway, me and my boy, we've been working on the log truck this last week, and we had a fuel tank issue. We've had trash in our fuel tank for a while now, and it's just been an ongoing problem. And I told my boy, I said, Skylar, let's fix this thing before we carry it back to the woods. So we did. We pulled the tanks off, and we flushed the tanks out, and we ran new fuel lines and put new fuel pumps on, and it's been a fiasco, but we've got it done, and the truck's ready to go. This week I've got to get the Mule shod, get my hair cut, and get them ready to go back to the woods, and we'll be in good shape. So I wanted to give y'all an update of what's going on, and in the interest of keeping something for y'all to watch, I've had people ask me quite a bit how I teach my animals G and haw to work by voice alone. So in the interest of that, I've got an older video here that I want to show y'all. That was a pair of mares I owned. Their names were Faith and Ruby, a real nice pair of old style perching mares. And they were very early into their training when I started these maneuvers with them. And I wanted to show this video to y'all and let y'all see kind of what I do. Now, if you get the same effect doing something different, that's fine. I mean, 5 plus, 4 plus 1 is 5, but 3 plus 2 is 2. And I want us to always keep that in mind. I'm not saying my way is the best way or the only way, but it does work. So, if y'all don't mind, kick back, grab a drink, watch this little video, and maybe we'll all learn something together. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Okay, real quick. In these turns left and right, when I'm doing these figure eights, and I'm doing real tight figure eights here, you start out big, and then you get smaller and smaller and smaller, and that helps them to lead into the next maneuver, which is a fanning maneuver, which is just a stopped, turning left and turning right, sidestepping maneuver. In these sidestepping maneuvers, the outside horse in the turn needs to straighten up in the harness. Like right here, whenever I start turning right, Faith will try to swing her butt out and try to just spin instead of sidestep. So what you have to do, if you'll notice my hands there, I'm holding a little bit of left line tension on her, and I'm bumping her every once in a while. When I say stand up, I bump her with that left line a little bit, and that kind of pulls her head around and makes her swing her butt back toward the tongue. And Ruby there, as Ruby swings, I put a little tension on her, going to the right. And Ruby helps keep Faith moving, but at the same time, you have to couple that with a little outside line tension to get them to move their butt around, to kind of fan, in other words, to sidestep is what I call it. And we'll immediately come out of this maneuver right into a fanning maneuver, which is just a turn 90 degrees, stop, then turn 180 degrees back the other direction, stop, and I may repeat this maneuver half a dozen times before I stop. And this is a good maneuver to do in between work when they're walking along pulling and you want to give them a break. Set them even first. That's what I done there. I pulled Faith back and got them even. You don't want to start this maneuver with them one ahead of the other. You want to get them even first, and in that way you got equal line tension up on their heads, on their bits. It just makes things a lot easier. Now see how she's sidestepping to the left there? Every once in a while she'll get over on the tongue will push her a little bit. And this is just going to happen, y'all, when you first starting them. I mean, you're going to rub a little hair off their legs with the trace chains, and the tongue's going to push on them and pull on them, and the other horse is going to push on them and pull on them. Ruby's a little bit ahead of Faith in her training, so she's doing a little bit better as far as stepping around. Now, see, Ruby wants to back up there just a little bit, and that's pretty natural for that horse, on the side that you're turning toward. And every once in a while, I have to call her name or whatever and make her stand up a little bit, make her come up just a little bit to kind of stay even. I want them just to make an arc all the way around left and all the way around right. I don't want them backing up. I don't want them going forward. I just want them to make an arc. And y'all, this is a very, very hard maneuver for draft horses to learn. And one thing you have to be mindful about when you're fanning them like this, if you don't keep them apart, keep them separated, they will actually step on each other's feet. And usually they'll step on each other's cornet bands and cause their feet to bleed. So that's why when I'm swinging to the left here, I use my right hand and hold a little right line tension on Ruby there to hold Ruby off of Faith. Of course, Ruby's about got it picked up anyway. She's, like I said, a little bit ahead, about 2 weeks ahead of her. So she's doing good. But Faith, on the other hand, when I swing to the right, I have to hold a little tension on her to make her stop. Now here we got a good solid whoa, no line tension. Now I'm gonna fan left. This is after they've been pulling. This is just a good maneuver to do while they're taking a break. If you're gonna give them a break, you might as well be doing something, right? So here they're just swinging. I want them to fan all the way around left, 90 degrees, and then I'm gonna fan them back around until I'm straight, and then we're gonna take off and go. Now some of you may say that I'm speaking to them a lot, more than normal, and you're exactly correct. I am speaking more than normal to them. But the reason why I'm speaking to them so much is because I want them to learn G and haul, and that's what these maneuvers are for. It gets them bridle wise, and it teaches them G and haul.
Alright, now come up.
In the next video, I'm going to be grading my neighbor's driveway, and I'm not going to talk as much because I want y'all to hear my commands that I give them.
Yeah, whoop, oh, easy, come around. Oh, easy, easy. All right.
Now see right through there how tight it was? That's why we do these maneuvers. I'm going to be working these horses in the woods soon, and turning them around tight is just a part of life. And being able to get them turned around is very key. So that's why we're doing all these figure eights. Now I did speed the video up so that way it wouldn't take forever for you to see it. And right here we're going to turn around and go back, but I just want y'all to pay attention to how I'm turning these horses and what I'm saying. Watch my lines, watch my, my evener, and pay attention to what I'm saying. And as they get better, I won't speak near as much to them. It'll get less and less. It'll just take a G or a haw here and there, or a G a little and haw a little.
Haw a little.
And I won't have to speak as much, but for now, they're learning.
G, G, hold it, G. Oh, Ruby, G, fight. G, G, G. Stand up a little, fight. All right.
You see how tight that was? I had to bump the tire with my four-cart tire. So there's a reason for all this, a method to the madness. It just takes time, y'all. A lot of time. But when we're all said and done, they'll make a good pair of mares. I really like these mares. Now here they are just standing out in the wide open. I was able to hitch them today in the wide open. And this is about day 5 or 6 from Faith. So far I'm very pleased with them.